Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video kicks off my Nordstrom anniversary sale coverage, and in today's video I'm going to be covering the fashion trends that are going to be huge for the upcoming fall or autumn season. I'm going to be theming this specifically around the Nordstrom anniversary sale, so I'm going to be breaking it down according to each individual fashion trend and then specifically selecting items that are included in the end sale that I think represent these trends beautifully. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get started. So the first trend, which I think is really carrying on from the spring, summer, and even last year, is old money style. And I feel like this goes by a few names, so whether you call it old money or quiet luxury or just plain simple classic style, it all kind of means the same thing, which is that really beautiful timeless style which just doesn't really date and just exudes that kind of quiet luxury element. Unfortunately, there are a ton of items included in the end sale that really tie in beautifully here, and they aren't just specific to the autumn season. There are plenty of items that will work for summer as well. So one of the pieces that I ordered is this beautiful striped shirt. I thought this was so perfect. I already have a kind of darker blue shirt which I get a ton of wear out of, which teams so beautifully with tailored trousers and shorts. I thought this was a really nice updated version which was just a little bit lighter in colour, which I think is going to be so classic and so easy to wear. It does kind of have that masculine element to it, but it looks very, very wearable. I just love everything from the pinstripe detail to the really pretty wearable light blue shade. They do have a few different options in this style, so I did spot a Madewell one as well which I thought looked really nice, but from the reviews it does look like this one's a little bit more oversized. And generally speaking, even though I do like the oversized look, I think if the item is too large and boxy it can be a little bit more difficult to style. So I went for the lighter blue one. It's a little bit more expensive, but I think it's going to be worth the money just in terms of the versatility and how easy it is to wear and style. Tying in with this trend is the striped sweater, and there are so many different variations of this, but the one that caught my eye is the rail sweater. I thought this was so beautiful. It immediately caught my attention, and it's absolutely an item that I'm planning on ordering. It is really, really gorgeous. It is a wool and cashmere blend. It isn't a super high percentage of the overall materials, but personally I don't really mind a mixed blend because often it means it's just more wearable, washes better, and is generally a bit more durable and hardy. So I'm happy to have that mixed blend. Reviews for this are really, really good, and I just think it looks like a really beautiful classic sweater. You can team it with leggings, with jeans, you know, really versatile. It looks very cozy, and generally speaking, even though Rails is priced a little bit higher, I have found their items to be really, really good quality. I've owned quite a few pieces from them. I do think that they're generally worth the price. So this is definitely another one that I'm super excited about. It really ties in with that classic style trend, and again is a timeless one which I think you'll be able to wear for years. The next trend, which I think is going to be huge, is 70s style, and I feel like this trend has been simmering in the background for a little while, but the new styles that are coming out are super flattering, very, very wearable because the proportions are a little bit more slimmed down. I just think they're absolutely adorable. So my number one pick here is flared jeans, and I can't say I was always a fan of this trend, but I think it's been done really beautifully. Some of the new cuts that are coming out are so wearable and flattering, and I am just very, very excited to get on board with this jean trend. So I did definitely indulge in this trend myself. The ones that I went for are the frame jeans. I've had good luck with frame jeans before. I think I've only bought one pair, but they were really, really nice quality, and I think that these just look absolutely perfect. A really nice dark denim. They do have a flare, but they're not too crazy. I think it's just gonna look super sharp with a simple sweater, maybe even a blazer, and when it gets a little bit colder, a nice wrap coat. Really, really flattering as well because you do have that leveling out of proportions, and I'm just so excited about this. They do have quite a few different flare jeans in the end sale though. I did spot a pair of mother jeans which look really, really nice. These are a little bit of a lighter wash, so if you're not much of a dark denim girl, then these might be a really nice shout. But either way, I am super excited about this trend. It is really glamorous, very striking, and surprisingly easy to wear. And then kind of tying in with this trend is the Reese blazer, and this is actually one that I already own, but I think it will go beautifully with flare jeans, which is why I want to include it in this category. I do feel like it can actually cross quite a few of the different trend points that I'm talking about in today's video. It definitely hits that old money kind of classic style point, and then it also ties in with the camel trend that's happening now as well, but it does go really beautifully with a nice pair of flare jeans, and it's just a really, really stunning blazer. It's very nice quality. Reese is definitely a little bit more money, but I do find that the quality is exceptionally high, and in general their cuts are just really nice, very, very on point, very flattering, and they just look quite expensive and just well made and put together. So in my experience, I do think that they're worth it, and I think this camel blazer is absolutely beautiful. It's definitely a favourite in my closet, and it is one that I think is worth the money. Next up is texture, and this is often a trend that I do see in the colder months, especially because a lot of people do gravitate towards darker tones, so it is nice to mix things up with a little bit of texture, and there are so many beautiful examples of this trend in the end sale. So first up, I did spot this beautiful Ralph Lauren coat, and this has a herringbone weave to it, really, really luxurious looking. I believe this comes in two colours, so there is a black and a brown. I definitely prefer the black one, especially because it's not a true black. It seems like more of a grey because it is mixed in with white, so it's quite a soft tone. It's not going to be as stark as a black. Really wearable and very, very neutral, so it's more likely to go with a ton of items in your wardrobe. And I just think this looks beautiful. It is a tailored piece. It looks like it's slightly oversized but not too much, so again, really hitting a few different trend points in there, and it just looks absolutely stunning. The next two items I'm actually ordering myself, so I have the Treasure and Bond blazer here. Treasure and Bond is a more affordable brand available at Nordstrom, but actually the quality is really, really nice. Like, you would never guess it from the price points because they are unbelievably affordable, but I've had Treasure and Bond pieces for 3 years now, and they're still going strong. Like, they are very well made and surprisingly well cut, especially considering the price point. I thought this looked beautiful. I do think it's more of a boxy fit, so if you're not a fan of the boxy style, then I would probably stay away from this one, but for me it doesn't look too oversized. I really love the little pattern on it, and I just think this is going to be a really nice versatile item for autumn. And then you do have the fantastic little sling bags. These instantly caught my eye. I thought these looked so great. These come in the classic camel and black two-tone effect, but they also come in some textured versions. So there is a full-on boucle tweed one, which I did look at, but when I looked at the close-ups, they maybe looked a little bit too fuzzy, so I just went for the slightly more pared back tweed versions. But I think these are beautiful. I think it's going to work really, really nicely as a statement shoe. Even if you just wanted to team these with a pair of straight leg jeans, I think they're going to work beautifully. And what's great about something like this is even if you do live in a hotter climate where it's maybe not so practical to wear tweed on, you know, your body, whether a jacket or a sweater, you can incorporate it into a shoe format and still have the rest of your outfit be fairly light but still be very, very on trend. So I love these. I'm super excited to get them. I will keep you guys updated as to the comfort levels, but I think they look fantastic. And then there are two luxury blazers that also caught my eye, which really represent this trend beautifully. So there is the Sans Corset one. So this is actually the Chloe blazer, which I own in a few different color combinations. So I have the white, the black, and the navy. It really is a fantastic jacket, and they've redone it in a tweed. This one definitely isn't for the faint of heart, so definitely only if you like your kind of statement pieces, but it looks absolutely beautiful. I always feel like this brand is just so on it in terms of their tailoring and their fit, and this just looks like an unbelievable great statement piece. And then the other luxury blazer that I saw that caught my eye is the Veronica Beard one. This one is a little bit more pared back, but it still has quite a sharp tailored look. So you have that beautiful brown tone, those really gorgeous statement buttons. Again, a little bit exaggerated in terms of the fit, so probably more a statement one rather than a go with everything piece. But if you do like your sharp blazers and your budget is a little bit higher, this looks like a beautiful option. The next trend are straight leg jeans, and I feel like this trend has been around for a while already, but I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. But I do think that the cuts that are coming out now are getting more and more flattering, so no matter what your body shape, I truly believe that you can find a good cut for you. I've spotted a few pairs included in the end sale, which I think are going to work beautifully too. The ones I actually went for are the AG Mary jeans. I find AG to be very, very high quality. Yes, they're priced a little bit higher, but they wear really well, and crucially they wash very well as well, so I'm very excited to get these. What I always look for in a straight leg pair of jeans is to have not too much excess bulk, especially around the hips. I don't like an overly wide leg, so I do prefer a slimmer straight cut. They're still very wearable, but these are the ones that I find easiest to team with heels, with flats, with sneakers, and with boots as well when it comes to the colder months. So I find a slimmer straight leg jean just super versatile. They have a ton of different options in this year's end sale. The Mary ones come in two different tones. I went for the darker wash, but they do also have a really nice medium wash too. And I did also spot the Rails jeans as well, which look really, really lovely too. They do have a slightly wider leg, so if you prefer a little bit more room, these might be great. And they just look like a very classic, very, very flattering cut. The next trend is cream and light beige tones, and this really ties in with that whole theme of just timeless classic dressing. And for me, there is no easier way to create a very luxurious looking and feeling outfit than to dress tonally, and light colors is a fantastic way of doing that. And unfortunately, there are a ton of beautiful options included in the end sale this year. So 3 of my favorites are: number 1, the Vince tunic sweater. This is actually one I ordered myself. I am so excited about it. This one's a little bit longer, so hopefully it's going to be very versatile. I love the lighter color. It looks to be very, very nice quality, and generally I do find Vince pieces to be beautifully made. They fit really nicely, and generally speaking are worth the splurge. The next one I wanted to call out was the Nordstrom sweater. So this is 100% cashmere, and this one is marked down to $99 for the end sale, which is a fantastic deal for 100% cashmere. Fortunately, these come in a few different colors as well. So there is a beautiful neutral color, but all the colors available are very soft, very versatile, and just very easy to wear. So I feel like any shade would work beautifully, but this is an amazing deal for such a beautiful timeless sweater, which is 100% cashmere. So a very luxurious material as well. And then also from Nordstrom's own brand is this beautiful long cardigan. This one is a wool cashmere mix. You're getting 70% wool and 30% cashmere, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It really creates a statement, but I do think it's going to be really wearable as well. Very, very luxurious looking, especially in that light color, and it just looks like the most beautiful luxurious item. So definitely another gorgeous one, really tying in with that beautiful tonal trend. Next up are camel tones, and I think we're going to be seeing these everywhere again this year. I'm not even sure it counts as a trend because it is such a timeless one, but it's such an easy way of elevating your outfit, and there are so many gorgeous camel pieces in this year's sale. So number 1 is the Reese wrap coat, and this is actually one I own myself. I've had it for a few years now. It wears beautifully. It is very, very nice quality. This one is unlined, but in my experience, the vast majority of wrap coats are. Even my S Max Mara coats, they're unlined. I think it has to do with the way that they're cut and the way they fit. A lining just wouldn't really make sense for this kind of cut. So even though it's unlined, I don't think that's a comment on its quality. It really is beautifully made, and it fits just so nicely, so easy to style up, and just one of those items that's really going to go with everything in your wardrobe, and it's just one of those timeless pieces that simply won't date. A new one this year is the Hugo Boss tailored coat. So this is actually one I ordered myself. I've been on the lookout for a nice tailored coat. I had one a couple of years ago which I just wore to death. It's just looking a little bit tired now, so I wanted an updated version, and I thought this looked beautiful. It's a little bit menswear inspired, but not too much. The tailoring looks very, very nice. Definitely more of a splurge, but Boss is definitely a great name, so I'm hoping that the quality is going to fit. I don't feel like you can go wrong with a tailored coat. You know, they are going to always be in style, and as long as the fit is right, it's just one of those items that you can team with everything. Next up is the Nordstrom double-breasted blazer, and I definitely didn't need another blazer, but I saw the video of this one and it looks such beautiful quality that I couldn't resist, and it really ties in beautifully with that camel tone theme, and this just looks so nice. And that is a big tip for anyone who's shopping exclusively online. Definitely look at the videos, because when they take the photographs, they're often samples, so sometimes the details can change a little bit from the time that the photographs are taken right through to kind of mass production, whereas the videos are taken in store with the actual merchandise, so you get a much more accurate view. And the video of this, it looked so great. It looks beautifully made, a really nice fabric, and just everything about it looked kind of perfect. So I'm definitely ordering this one. It looks so, so nice. This does come in a few different colors as well, but for me, the camel tone absolutely wins just because of how classic it is. The next trend is unexpected tailoring, and this is definitely one that we've already seen this summer, but I think it's going to carry through to autumn, and this is just such a fun one. And by unexpected tailoring, I'm talking outside the usual suspects of coats and blazers and jackets and that sort of thing. So the first way to incorporate this is with a really nice tailored vest top, and there are a few different options here. So the halogen one looks super cute, and I've seen this styled so many great ways. It is really gorgeous. It has a square neck, it has a little bit of a longer line too, and just super, super chic. They come in very classic colours as well. I personally don't feel like you can go wrong with the black, but I think this looks so cute. If you do have a lot of higher weighted items in your wardrobe though, then the open edit one also looks really nice, and it's cut a little bit higher as well. So if you did want to show off those higher waisted items, this looks perfect. And in general, I just love this trend, and the vest top is such an easy way to incorporate it into your wardrobe. And then you do also have the tailored blazer dress, which is another really great way to incorporate this trend. I love this because I think it looks so chic and sharp. You have all the femininity of a dress, but it just looks so put together and just so elevated because of that tailoring element. So you have two ones that caught my eye. The first one is from French Connection and just looks so unbelievably great. And this is a really nice one because you can either wear it by itself or you can team it with a little belt. I think both ways look so great. I would have ordered this one myself, but I have a couple of dresses which are very similar. But I love this and it's such a sharp way of wearing a dress. The second style I am ordering though, and it is more of a midi dress. This one comes with its own tie, but I think it will also look great if you wanted to swap in your own belt. And I just love this. It's a bit more of a softer style than the mini dress. I think it's going to look great casually, but I think it will look also really lovely dressed up. I do also think you could repurpose this for work as well. I just love this trend, a really beautiful way to incorporate tailoring that isn't your traditional blazer or jacket. And then my final trend is elevated knit dresses. And I feel like we've had quite a few years of sweater dresses just being super popular, and I still absolutely think that there is a time and a place for a good sweater dress, but the new knit dresses that we're seeing I think are just a little bit more elevated, a little bit more classic in style, and ultimately a little bit more wearable too. So they have two that really caught my eye in this year's sale. The first one is a beautiful contrast detail one, and this one comes in two colors. It comes with the black with a white trim and also white with a black trim. Really gorgeous. It has that stunning button detail, and again, this kind of ties in with that old money, quiet luxury style, but it is just gorgeous and really, really lovely. And then the second style that I spotted, which I am planning on ordering myself, is the beautiful pin pleat detail dress. So this is a true midi style. It does have straps, but if you wanted to wear it for work, I think it would just work beautifully underneath a blazer. Really nice for a date night as well, but it just looks lovely. I think the cut of this is going to be very flattering. I like the fact that it looks like a great transitional piece, so you will be able to wear it in summer right through to autumn and even in winter if you did want to team it with a pair of tights. So that wraps up this video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I do also have another video with my classic annual guide of the Nordstrom anniversary sale coming tomorrow. So that covers all the items that I already own that I love, my tried and tested pieces. So these are not new items that I'm sharing. These are all items that I've had for a while that I really do love and recommend from the end sale. So check back here tomorrow for that video. As usual, I will link everything up in the description section. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.